there, everybody. I'm using my flow journal to create some ATCs that I give away as thank you gifts in my Etsy shop. I need to finish several of these, so I thought that we would sit with my flow journal and I would let you guys kind of see how I use my flow journal to finish up small art projects. I use my flow journal for all kinds of things, but it's particularly good for something like this. I don't want to drag out a whole bunch of art supplies. I am trying to clean the studio and get things ready for next week. So I did not want to drag out images. I want to keep everything neat. So I am finishing up the ATCs to go in my Etsy shop very simply by using my flow journal. I'm sorry, we had a skip right there. My tablet just stopped working for some reason or another, but I'll show you the first card that I finished at the end of the video. I'm flipping through the flow journal now to see if I can score some imagery. I include a lot of magazine pages for you guys, and I know that you probably wonder, now why does she do that? They're informative, they're fun to read, they have great images, and I'm plucking an image right here just straight from a sheet in my flow journal. I think this is a Frida Kahlo image. And what I like to do with images from magazines is outline them with a black Sharpie, really simple, and cut them out and then stick them on these little art trading cards that I give as premiums in my shop when someone purchases a journal. I like for them to have an original piece of art. And this is a great way to use up small scraps, small images, words, random scraps of this and that. And that's exactly what I do with my art trading cards. I also, you saw me show you, you saw me show you my Two Towers journal, my Two Towers art journal. I will also be making a page in my Two Towers journal using things from my flow journal over here. My flow journal, I made her, geez guys, I made her maybe last summer. So my flow journaling has significantly changed since I made my personal flow journal. And what I might do is just make myself another flow journal. You can see here I plucked an image, and I had some washi tape in my flow journal, so I'm just putting some washi tape at the bottom of this little art trading card as well. I think she kind of looks good like she is, so I'm not going to use the words that I also plucked from my flow journal too. So I've got two cards finished. I'm going to start the other one. I cut these cards from the cardboard of a Tim Holtz vellum package, and the outside packaging was just too pretty to not do anything with. So I cut it into ATCs, which are 3.5 by 2.5 little cards. A lot of people have asked me what they were, what they are. They're just small works of art. I love working on a small scale. I am very intimidated by a big canvas or a big piece of paper. The only way that I can deal with a big piece of paper is to do a mixed media on that piece of paper and not think about it, and then cut it into small sections. I know that sounds crazy. I also have a canvas phobia. I am terribly afraid of canvases, and painting on canvases or doing anything on a canvas just kind of freaks me out. So I love working in small scale, and I think it's a great way to learn. It's a great way to have some ready-made items. If you are like me and you keep a gift drawer, I always have a stash of gifts in case there's a birthday or an anniversary or a special event that I'd like to send someone a little gift for. these make awesome little gifts. People can put them on a mantle, they can sit them in a windowsill, they can put them in their meditation book, or they can even put them in another flow journal. They're a lot of fun to trade around. I just can't get this card quite right. I like the number 11. I like the word congratulations, but I'm kind of struggling over another image. The card itself has a bird in the right-hand corner, and I really do like that, but I feel like it needs just a little something else. So I'm flipping through my flow journal, and I kind of land on some of these burlap. I made them out of burlap and paper. They're kind of bunting-ish looking, right? But I'm not sure that that is it either. So I'm kind of flipping through here to get other ideas to see if there's anything else that I think might fit on this little card. We were talking about ATCs. They're just a great way to kind of hone your art chops. I'm not a trained artist. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm being really honest. I have no idea what I'm doing, but I have a lot of fun doing it. And so that's why I just keep creating, because I'm learning. And every time I glue something down, I learn about texture, I learn about placement, I learn about focal imagery. So to me, the whole process is just, it's just fun. It's just a lot of fun. I'm not a very serious artist at all. I'm more about the feeling of art, more about the headspace that you get in when you create it, than I am really about the art. So I'm just going to settle with this for now. You can see I've kind of changed the whole thing around. This tag board that I'm working with is super slick. So it's easy to kind of pull things up and resituate them. That's one reason that I really do love using tacky glue, because I can reset things, and it's not permanent for the first few seconds that you put it down on a surface. I'm not really happy with that, but I'm tired of working on it. I want to work on something else. This is a Take 5 art card. The yellow one over there on the left. And then I have more images that a lot of times, if I really do love an image, I'll just stick it in my flow journal. I tend to stick it in the front pocket. So I have a few little things in the pile over on the right that really caught my eye, so I've stuck them in the front of my little flow journal. The Take 5 art card is the card that is to the left. I just pulled out of my flow journal a pocket of clippings from magazines. It's colors that I like, imagery that I like, that I just sat down with a magazine and started clipping things out of. And then I kind of just put them into a pocket of my flow journal. Remember, your flow journal is yours. You create it. I do send you a lot of stuff to work with. You have all kinds of images, you have fibers, you have washi tape, you have tag board, papers, flowers, but ultimately it's yours. And you should make it your own. If there's something that you go, oh, I don't use a lot of this or that, then take it out and put something different in that pocket or in that signature. I was going to tell you guys about the Take 5 art project. It's Leanne at Creative Freedom Paper. She's also at Creatively Free to Be Me. On YouTube is with a group of lovely ladies, and they do this thing called Take 5 Art, and it's hashtag Take the number 5 Art, and it's a challenge that they do every month, and it's one of the most fun challenges that I've ever taken part in, because It's just 5 things. That's all you have to work with is 5 things. I don't like a mess. I don't like to drag stuff out. That's why a flow journal really, 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 really works for me. The Take 5 Art Challenge works for me in the very same way. It's really easy because you have five things that you can work with. And you have to create with those 5 things. The ladies are also very flexible. So if you don't quite meet the challenge, there's no admonishment. They're very encouraging. They say, hey, really, way to make that challenge your own. I mean, how nice is that? So there's like no pressure, and it's always a lot of fun to see what everybody's going to come up with. These images were from a graphic 45 paper. It is a Halloween paper. It's one of the prettiest Halloween papers that I've ever seen, and I was crazy about it had moons, stars, children running. It was just a great paper. I did find a stamp in my Flow Journal stash over here of 3 little girls, and they're holding umbrellas, and I thought that that would go really well with the little girl running, the little shadow girl running. I really did like that. I thought that was pretty cool. So I'm almost finishing up these little cards here. I really do like these cards, like I said, to go in the Etsy shop. It's really fun to be able to send people something that I sat here and did with my gunky little fingers. They're getting really gunked up now. I'm not very good with a glue stick. But this is, I tell you guys, this technique, yeah, it's a technique. It's called rub Eileen's tacky glue on whatever it is you're gluing. There we go. See how nicely that works? It sticks really well. It works for me. Okay, there's my unfavorite card. I do like the rest of them. The rest of them turned out pretty good. I like them. I'm going to put away my little flow journal now. I'm just going to put it to the side and kind of get my stack back in order, and start working in my Two Towers journal by Leanne over at Creative Freedom Paper. I think Leanne has a release this week. I will put the information in the description box below this video, because her journals are absolutely remarkable, and I love my Two Towers journal. I'm a little out of frame here, but I don't think that's going to really make a whole lot of difference. I'm just going to start gluing some stuff down. Again, these are all images that I just clipped from a magazine and then stuck into my flow. I actually stuck it into an envelope and then stuck it into my flow journal, and it worked really, really well by doing that. And I'm not even being very picky about what I'm doing. I'm picking out random colors that I really do like, patterns that I like, and just sticking them onto this page. I don't have any idea of what I want to do. I just wanted to finish a page today. I had kind of pre-made part of this page. You can see the circles over there. Those were from a Take 5 challenge. I do want to use this little ATC, the Frida Kahlo, and then I'm thinking, yeah, I kind of like that. I really like it. I think somebody else would really like it too. So I end up not using that particular card in this journal. The pre-made elements were from another Take 5 art challenge that featured circles. So I thought that that would really fit here. I see that I'm way out of frame, y'all, and I don't know if I actually get back in. But at the end, I will show you what this looked like. Sorry about that. My camera had cut off several times, and I was kind of irked with it. I record on a tablet, on a little Samsung tablet. and actually that's the only way that I know how to record. I do have a nice cell phone now. I like this card because it says hope and despair. If you're familiar with the teachings of Abraham, these are emotions on the emotional scale. And the emotional scale has, hold on a second and I will let you know, it has 22 elements on it, and it's called the emotional guidance scale. The 22nd elements are fear, grief, depression, despair, and powerlessness. Number 1 on the emotional guidance scale is joy, knowledge, empowerment, freedom, love, and appreciation. And that is where you want to get to. I've been kind of operating at number 12 lately, which is disappointment. I'm feeling a little overwhelmed. I'm feeling a little bit disappointed, a little bit of frustration. And sometimes it's just hard to figure out where those feelings come from. But it's good to remember that feelings are a part of life. Feelings are what they are, and it's good to navigate your emotions. It's good to feel what you feel and then try and feel better. And honestly, doing a page like this really makes me feel better. I'm just having fun. I'm gluing down whatever I want. I don't really have any sort of thoughts that the page should be going anywhere. I think sometimes when we do art, we get way too caught up in that. You know, we get way too caught up in like making it perfect and making it pretty. I'm not crazy about making things pretty. To me, it's like I said when we were talking about the ATCs, it's more about the creative process and the feelings that you're getting during the creative process than the actual end result. Does that make sense? I think it makes sense. Here I am taking more washi tape out of my flow journal, and I realized that I've got a little white strip down there, so I do want to put some washi tape on the bottom of my journal. I can't say enough about how inspirational these flow journals are. These journals are from Leanne, so I'll be sure that I put her information in the description box below, and also the Take 5 information in the description box below, so you guys can have that as well. It's a really fun challenge. I'm still kind of digging for a few more things to put at the top of this page. There's a tiny white space right at the top that I am fiddly with. I don't know, maybe if I want to cover it up. I find the words be happy, and I do like that, but I cut the words out, and happy is too big, be is too small, so I end up not actually using that. Plus, it's covering up that fun little collage that I did, and I'm not happy with it. I think I'm going to keep the bee, and then I go, I'm not going to do that either. Open my flow journal and just tuck that back into a pocket for later use. I'm sure that I can find a good use for the words be and happy. Still kind of chugging along over here, trying to find something, trying to find something. Do you see why a flow journal works really good, y'all? Because if I would have drug out art supplies, then it would be 4 hours later and I would still be looking for, this little strip just to go at the top of this page. So I'm still not finding, I might have found something there. Oh, it's a book spine, and I do really like that. So I cut the top off. I think it says, I forget what it says up there. Oh, Life and Adventures. And I like that much of it, so I decided to put Life and Adventures up there, and we'll just glue that in there really quick. I promise I do get this back in frame. I'm really sorry about that. I should have been standing up when I was trying to record this, but I was befuddled by my camera, so I do apologize. Next time I'll do better, I promise. I'm putting a small paper strip at the top, and then Life and Adventures will go to the left up there. I'm doing my very special technique. That's a very specialized technique, y'all. Be sure you get that glue smearing just right. I think I'm done. There we go, finally. Thanks for hanging out with me, y'all. I'll talk to you soon. And now you can see that, I'm sorry, you can see that I am showing you the cards that I did. I'm very befuddled today, y'all. I think I'm a little tired. I think I might have to go downstairs and watch some Andy Griffith. Renew my energy. See you soon. Bye.